When you're ready, bring yourself to a comfortable, cross-legged, seated position. You can sit on a cushion or a block, and that will enable to lift your hips above your knees, and for it to be more comfortable. So close your eyes down, rest your hands on your knees, allow your elbows to become heavy, your shoulders to drop away from your ears, your back to lengthen, and the crown of your head to reach towards the sky. To start, we'll start with 3 clearing breaths. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale through the nose, and sigh out through the mouth. Deep inhale through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. Last time, deep inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Feel grounded to the mat beneath you and take this time for yourself today. You have nothing to do and you have nowhere else you need to be. Just here. You can keep your eyes closed or you can slowly open them. When you're ready, lift your arms out to the side and up overhead, looking up towards your hand until your palms kiss. Then on an exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Inhale, shoot your hands right back up again towards the ceiling, biceps towards the ears, and then exhaling, bring your shoulders in line with your elbows, cactusing the arms. Inhale, lean backwards with your elbows coming forwards and your fingers towards the back. And then exhaling, roll forwards, bringing your arms, elbows together. Inhale, straighten up, arms up to the ceiling, and then grab your right wrist with your left hand, and on an exhale, lean over to the left, keeping grounded on the right sit bone. Inhale, reach back up and swap wrists, grabbing your left wrist with your right hand, and on an exhale, stretch over to the right, remaining grounded on the left sit bone. Inhale, back up to center, reach your arms as high up to the sky as you can, and hover your breath. And then on exhale, bring your hands back down to the sides. We'll do a short 4x4 breathing exercise. So we'll inhale for the count of 4. We'll hold for the count of 4. We'll exhale for a count of 4. And we'll hold for a count of 4. And we'll do 6 rounds of this. So to start off with, we'll take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, retain. Exhale, retain. Last round, inhale, retain. Exhale, retain. And now return to your own breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Our first pose today is going to be reclined butterfly. So grab yourself a strap or something similar, so a dressing gown belt or any kind of belt. Bring it round so it's round your waist. Sit with your feet together and then put the strap around your feet so it's holding the soles together, and then tighten it up to where it's comfortable. So bringing your feet closer to your groin. Grab a pillow or something similar, pillow bolster. Ow. And place it behind you just like so. And then when you're ready, allow your legs just to relax out and slowly lower yourself onto the pillow or bolster. Hands out to the side, palms facing up. Close your eyes down and focus on your breath. Try and relax your muscles as much as you can and observe where you're feeling your body stretch. And make sure you don't feel any sharp pains anywhere. And if you do, you'll need to move out the pose. Again, in Yin Yoga, we're not wanting to go right to our edge. We're just looking for the Goldilocks position. So not too much and not too little. Last few breaths. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back up to seated. Remove any props that you might be using and move them out to the side. We're next going to be moving to deer pose. So if you bring your left leg in front of your body, like so, and then your right leg out at right angles to what's comfortable. And we'll start here for a couple of minutes and then we'll fold forward. So again, close your eyes down and focus on your breathing. When you're ready, and if it's in your practice, slowly start to fold over your front leg. So deer pose is a less intense version of pigeon pose. And hopefully you can feel the stretch down the outside of your left leg into your hip. If it helps, you can rest your head on a block or a cushion, just for a bit of support. If you fold it forward, slowly lift yourself back up to seated position. Now what you're going to do is move your right leg and bring it over the top of your left leg into cow face pose. If you struggle to have the space to get your knees completely stacked, it's okay. You can also sit on a block, which does give you a bit of extra space. And then hold on to your feet. Again, we'll start with our back straight. If it's in your practice and you have the space to do so, slowly start to roll forward. You can rest your chin on your knee, or you can rest it on a block, sorry. You bring your hands forward in front. And this increases the stretch. Last few breaths. When you're ready, slowly push yourself back up to seated. Now what we're going to do, bring your hands round to the left hand side and twirl yourself round up to standing. Now I'll move so you can see me. You can have your feet just slightly wider than hip width distance. Have a slight bend in your knee, and then just going to be in dangling pose. Feel the nice stretch down the back of your legs. Last few breaths. Now slowly drop down into squat position. So either have your heels on the floor, but if you don't have the space for that, just like myself, it's okay to have your heels lifted. You can put something underneath your heels, and you can also sit on a block if that helps. Put your elbows in, and you can put your hand at heart center. We'll only be here for a couple of minutes. Try and keep your back straight and your tailbone towards the floor. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to the floor and push yourself back up into dangling. Just observe any feelings you have in your legs. And if it helps, you can pedal your legs out a wee bit.
And then when you're ready, drop back again into yogi squat.
And then when you're ready, bring your hands in front of you and push back up to dangling pose.
And observe the feelings in your legs. If it feels nice, you can sway from side to side. Come back to center. Give your head a nod, yes. And a shake, no. Nod, yes. And a shake, no. And from here, we're going to roll round to the right. Oh, sorry, roll. Turn round to the right. I was going left there. Till we end up in cow face pose with our left knee over our right knee. Again, if you need to sit on a block to give yourself a bit more space, then you can do so. And if it's in your practice, and when you're ready, slowly fold forward, propping either your head on your knee or onto a block. If you're folded forward, slowly begin to push yourself back up to a seated position. And then unravel your legs so your left leg is out at right angles to the side and your right leg is square in front of you, back into deer pose on the opposite side from as we did earlier. Settle into this position before we fold forward. Keep your focus on the breath. And when you're ready, start to fold forward. And as before, you can rest your head on a block.
Last few breaths. When you're ready, slowly push yourself back up to seated. Crab shuffle your way towards the top of the mat. Bring your hands out, palms facing up, back straight. And then slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Make sure you have everything you need nearby for Shavasana. We'll be going into supported bridge pose. So grab a block or a cushion or a bolster. Lift your hips up and place the block just below your sacrum. Now you can either have your legs bent or you can stretch your legs out, whichever is most comfortable. So hands out to the side, palms facing up.
Last few breaths. And when you're ready, slowly lift your hips and remove your props from underneath you. Hug your knees in tight to your chest and rock from back side to side, massaging your back. Slowly circle your knees round one way and then reverse the direction and circle them the other way. Grab the outside of your feet and go into happy baby. And again, just rock from side to side. Feeling the release across your back. Bring your feet together and then hug your knees in tight again. Knees towards chest and nose towards the knees. Hug it in as tight as you can. And then release. Slide your legs out with your feet mat width distance apart. Move your arms away from the side of your body, palms facing up. And together we'll take one clearing breath. So inhale deeply through your nose. And sigh it out through the mouth. Get any of your props that you might need for Shavasana. So an eye pillow across the eyes, a bolster under the knees, and a blanket if you require. Feel grounded into the mat. Relax the space between your eyes. Relax your cheekbones and your facial muscles. Relax your jaw, your shoulders, your back. Feel the ground beneath you down the length of your body. Slowly focus on your breath. We'll end this practice with a short visualization meditation. You have arrived at a path. Your rucksack is on your back and is packed with everything you require for the journey. Along the path and off into the distance, you can see your destination, rugged mountains that you love to explore and have done many times before. It is morning and there is a light dew on the grass, and you can smell the sweet scent of the meadow flowers. The sun is hovering not far from the horizon, giving everything you see a beautiful orange glow. You start your journey along the gravel path and you can hear the crunch of the stones as you make your way along it. You have a spring in your step as you have been looking forward to this walk for some time. Your pace, although not hurried, is fast,
and soon you reach the foot of the mountain, and looking up you see the path zigzagging its way off up into the distance. You hear the bellow of a deer, and off to the right you see a herd of red deer quietly ambling on the hillside, seemingly unaware of your presence. You observe them for a moment, their beautiful russet coats gleaming in the morning sun, and their large branch-like antlers looking very regal. You start to move on up the mountainside, and with each step the path becomes steeper and your pace slows. But you get into a rhythm, timing each step with an inhale or an exhale of your breath. As you climb up the mountain, the sun matches you as it climbs up through the sky. The orange glow from the morning has been replaced by a brilliance. The sky is the bluest you have ever seen, and the air is now a lovely, warm temperature. There is a slight breeze in the air, and through the breeze you catch smells of grass, heather, and wildflowers. You continue your journey up and up, noticing how the green mossy ground has given way to rock and lichen. Some of the rocks have interesting striations through them of white and grey-blue. You hear a rustle and look ahead. Ahead of you are 3 ptarmigan, their bright red eye patches stark against their brown feathers. They are a rare sighting, and seeing them makes you smile. You are not able to observe them for long as they hurry off out of sight. As you get closer to the top, the air becomes fresher and snow lingers in the more exposed spots. The sunlight makes the snow glitter like diamonds. As you get closer to the summit, the ground below begins to level off. Up ahead, you can see the cairn, sitting solitary on top of the mountain. You walk up to the cairn and take a 360 view of the world around you. You can see for miles and miles. No matter how many times you see this view, you never tire of it, and today you have the view all to yourself. You sit on top of the cairn and observe the mountains that surround you. Slowly bring your awareness back to your body and notice any feelings or sensations within your body. Lift your arms above your head and take a full body stretch, making yourself as long as possible. Bend your knees and roll over to one side into the fetal position and settle there. When you're ready, slowly push yourself up to a cross-legged seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hand to Anjali Mudra at heart center and bow your head to meet your hands. Thank yourself for your practice today, and thank those who've shared this practice with you. Send your energy out into the world to someone who you think needs it most. Namaste.